Welcome everyone, this is Zozo Stock Watch, and this is your stock watch list for Monday, October 9th. Before we get into it, let's go ahead and check out and see what's going on for the markets for tomorrow as far as economic information. For Monday the 9th, not much going on as the banks will be closed, but the market will be open. Don't forget, it's Thanksgiving in Canada, so their markets will be closed too for Monday. There's no earnings to report. For earnings casts for tomorrow, we have no earnings at all, no earnings casts, conference calls for tomorrow either. Your futures just opened up. Dow futures up 12, S&P futures up 2, NASDAQ futures up 3. If we go ahead and take a look at gold, gold is up about 43 cents and crude oil trading around $49.34 in the overnight session, which just started about 12 minutes ago, my time, about 6:12 Eastern time. So we've had a very powerful move in the markets the last week, and the SPY is driving up and trying to push out through this resistance area here that it's set on Thursday. So we'll see if we can continue higher. The QQQ, which was lagging, is now playing catch up and trying to push through resistance also on the QQQ. The IWM and the IWC also very strong. So very strong markets, and we'll see what they want to do. If you look at my let's get ready for the week ahead, we are on that oscillator a little bit overbought, but we could consolidate here and also get sector rotation. So just play what you see in front of you and go from there. All right, as far as the markets, they're very strong. Doesn't look like Korea went ahead and fired any missiles so far this weekend. So right now the futures are up. So we'll go ahead and get right into the watch list. Before we get into the watch list, I just wanted to invite you to my webinar that I'm doing October 11th. It's going to be at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Just fill out this form below, all right, your name and your email, and so you can reserve a spot for the webinar for Wednesday, October 11th at 9 p.m. and come join me. Let's talk about trading, day trading, swing trading, and I'll give you some feedback if you have any charts you want me to take a look at, and we'll talk about markets, etc. So that's Wednesday, October 11th, and I'll put this down in the description and also in the comments, the link to sign up. Thank you so much. All right, so here's our stocks to watch list right now. We have ACRX, first one up, 2.6 million shares traded. Watch that 525 break on ACRX. Medical devices, nice consolidation setting up here on ACRX. AEZS, this one is basing under this 200 SMA. So I'm watching this one to take out the 200 SMA over that 220, 225 spot. AEZS, and next one up is going to be ATHX, and we're looking for that continuation move through 250 on the name, and over 900,000 shares traded in ATHX. Next one up is BlackBerry, who had the earnings popped and pulling back to the 5 EMA here, and it's been holding this $11 spot, so we'll see if it wants to maybe make a continuation move for BlackBerry. BIVV, BIV, biotech name. This one looking for it to take out 59 and 59.50 or so, and maybe we get a continuation move in this name, BIVV. Next one is Ballard Power. Nice pop here on Ballard off of the 10 SMA, showing good strength again. 525. Might send this one up to new highs here on BLP. DP. Also keep an eye on Plug, but I didn't like this candle on Plug after that pop. And then the other one is F-Cell, Fuel Cell, trying to get back over, this 300 SMA on the daily chart here on FCEL, but Ballard, this one looks the best to me as it starts to pop through resistance here at $5. So keep an eye on that one. BOX, box, trying to take out this 1950 area. 2.3 million shares traded in that name. CAI setting up nicely here too, probably over that maybe that 30.75, 30.80 for the 31 break on CAI. rental and leasing services. Next one up is CAPR. Nice intraday trader. If you can get to over this 350 spot, CAPR, you might get a continuation move. Came in with 8 million shares on Friday. CCIH popped nicely up to this 110 spot here. So CCIH, looking for it to take out maybe 108 and see if we get a continuation move in that name. CLVS, kind of basing here, looking for that 85 break, 84.75, to see if that one can continue higher on CLVS. And this would be mostly a swing trade for CLVS, as it is a biotech, so it can be, you know, a dangerous stock to hold overnight. DRYS makes it on the list. We'll go ahead and take a look at it on the 30-minute chart. And we finally got over this 320 spot on Friday. We did get a trade in this on the break of that 320 up to about 340 and change. Now we pulled back to about that 320 spot. So we'll see if they want to turn the corner here on DRYS and get through that 340. So this one will be on watch for day trade. Let's go ahead and take a look at FLXN. Big pop on news on Friday. 8 million shares traded. So this one will be on watch, maybe for a red to green or something in an intraday setup. FMSA, looking for the break of 5 here. It's had some takeover chatter around the name, and you see it's holding above the fast moving averages and trying to, like I said, break out over this $5 area on FMSA. HMNY is just a very strong stock pushing higher, so we'll see if this one sets up intraday. IAG, a little gold stock hanging around the 50 SMA. So depending on, you know, what gold does, this one will be on watch. INFI, this one popped 3.4 million shares. Looking for maybe a continuation move or a red to green move on this name. INFI, IOTS, breaking out of a base here. You can see it on the chart right here, kind of breaking out of this base. And see if we get a continuation move up through that highs on Friday, which were 835 for possible 850 break, an IOTS. Next one up is IZEA. IZEA, you know, hanging around this 10 SMA after this big pop. So we're looking for this one, you know, to set up on an intraday basis, excuse me. IZEA, looking for it to set up intraday to see if we can get some kind of move in this one. JetBlue, full disclosure, I'm already in this one as a swing trade, and we had a nice pop. We pulled back a couple of candles. We bounced off the 5 EMA here. Now I'm looking for maybe a continuation move up through maybe 1985 or so for a possible continuation move through 20. LINU, huge volume and a huge pop on Friday, so we'll see if this one sets up on an intraday basis. LOXO, here's one that you know, pops, pulls back. If you notice here, pops, pulls back, pops, runs, pulls back, pops, pulls back. So maybe you know, if this can get back over, you know, 89 or so, you might get some kind of move in this LOXO. MTBC, this one popped on Friday. We got a nice trade in this one Friday over 295 for the 3 break, and it went all the way up to 349. So I'm looking for some kind of intraday setup on this one for possible day trade. MZOR popped, pulled back, and now trying to hold this 10 SMA. So if we can get back over maybe 50, 50, you might get a continuation move in MZOR. Next one up is PRTK, starting to turn the corner here on this name, looking for that maybe 26 break on PRTK. Roku, we'll take a look at this one on a 30-minute chart. You see it popped up here all the way up to 30. It's pulled back. Now it's starting to turn back up. So I guess over 23.30 or so, this one could get interesting again for a possible breakup through that 24. SBUX, let me go back to the daily. Here's Starbucks starting to turn the corner here over the 50 and the 10 SMA. The 5 is starting to cross the 10 SMA. We'll see if there's any kind of maybe swing trade in this one, see how it sets up for a possible swing trade on SBUX. And I noticed Duncan also had a nice drive up on Friday on Dunkin' Donuts, so maybe SBUX is starting to turn the corner also on that name. SOHU starting to break out a consolidation. We had the pop here, we pulled back, we held above the 50 SMA, the dark blue line you see here. So we'll see if there's any kind of continuation move in SOHU. TEAR. Back over the 50 SMA on TEAR, so looking for an intraday setup maybe on this name. TENX, if you like to play those under $1 name, under 50-cent names. Big volume came in this one on Friday, and a nice pop here, so we'll see if this one will set up. TNDM, same thing, 2.2 million shares, nice pop, under $1 name. So we'll see if this one sets up also. VICL, big pop here. And, you know, see if it pulled back, and we'll see if it'll continue through 275. So on VICL, you see this nice pop here. Then we get the 2-stick pullback. Now we're starting to turn back up. We're back above the 5 EMA. So let's see if this one can take out this 275 spot for VICL. XXII, this one, nice pop. Looking for it to break out through this 350, 355 spot. We had traded this one back here in the 240 area, 245, and we got a nice run up to 325. And now it looks like maybe it wants to break this 350 spot. 14.8 million shares traded on Friday on XXII. All right, so don't forget, I do have a webinar coming up on October 11th, and it's going to be at 9 o'clock. That's a Wednesday. So if you'd like to come, there'll be the link for it to sign up in the description and also on my comments. All right, so feel free to sign up. It's free. Come talk about the markets. You can ask questions, and I'll have a little presentation for you also. So come join me. This is Zozo Stock Watch. Thank you so much for listening. This is your stocks to watch list for October 9th, Monday. And see you along the way. I'll put out another video on Tuesday night. Thank you on Monday night. All right, have a great evening all. Thank you so much for being loyal followers on YouTube.